When we left off, we were a few days into our sail from Hawaii to Washington, hand-steering the boat with our crew.
Where are we at? 27 latitude?
I think we're around 27, yeah.
No wind. So we do what we usually have to do. We can't do a passage without jumping in the water.
It's a bit colder here. I have my wetsuit on. Ty's freezing. Giving the bottom a good scrub. We never got to do like a full clean before we left, so that's what we're doing.
Got some interesting, we can't figure out if it's just a lot of organisms in the water.
Yeah, it looks like little fibers, clumps of fibers in the water. Interesting.
Amidst the phytoplankton and blue water, we were surprised to find this interesting fellow, a sargassum frogfish. These funny-looking fish usually live camouflaged in drifting seaweed, but sometimes end up becoming a part of the small ecosystems created by floating debris.
Well, we've seen this coming for the last couple of days. You can probably see it here behind me, but the main sail is just flogging around and we're just drifting out here. So we decided to turn the motor off this morning after about 5 hours of running the engine. It's a lot colder here. She's got the wetsuit on. So I'm out and she's doing a few little final things. This will probably be the last point we'll be able to get in and do any bottom cleaning for where we're going anyway. I don't know what we're going to do up in the Pacific Northwest. It sounds really cold to clean the bottom. And hopefully in the next couple of days we will end up in some pretty good weather to get us moving. There's a couple of lows north of us here by a ways. They'll pass us by. And we've seen these. We're right in the middle of a little high pressure system right now, which we've seen coming for a couple of days. Just a tiny little one, but we anticipated this. And maybe by this evening we might get a little bit of wind back. Especially if we keep on, turn the engine back on, we'll probably make some miles through it here. Very blue out here though. It's always nice to be swimming in the middle of the ocean. No one around. We haven't seen a boat since we left Hawaii. It's just us.
Bath time after boat cleaning.
Sixth night or our fifth night?
I think.
No, it's got to be like our sixth night.
I think our sixth night, yeah.
Yeah, because this would be day 6, I guess.
Yeah.
And we are making slow progress. I haven't told Matthew here yet, but I think we're about 35 miles or so for the day so far. Yeah. We're only halfway through, I guess. Coming out the other side of a high pressure system, and hopefully we'll get some good wind. Oh look, the clouds have actually completely cleared up right now.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone. Yeah, they've really spread out back out to the south and the west. I'm going to head on up to the bow. Get up here while it's calm enough to do so. Over the next couple of days, we're expecting the weather to slowly, not get worse, I guess get worse, but windier, which will be good. We'll make some ground finally. Look at that behind me. Bit of a pink sky, red sky if you want to take some warning from it, but I think we've got a couple of 100 miles before we get some real decent weather coming at us. As you can see right now, these seas have been really calm for the last day and a half, and we've made very little miles. The good news is we are under sail. We haven't had to motor too much. I think we did maybe about 8 hours of motoring all up yesterday. Here comes the albatross coming in. He's been with us since day 2. Gorgeous birds, gorgeous. Every now and then we seem to get like 3 or 4 of these albatross. We didn't know they traveled together in such tight groups. Maybe they're desperately looking for fish like we are. So what sails do we have up, and what sails do we have up overnight? Well, we've got full sails up right now. I'll give you a little look here. So right here on our head stay, we've got the 140% jib out. And then behind that, just right there, that's the staysail. We had that out all night as well. And the plan here is that if it gets too windy for this guy, we can just drop it, put it on the deck, lash it down, and they're still making some way with the staysail out. That's why we love the cutter rigs. We always love that staysail. Behind that beauty, the mainsail, we had a reef in that overnight, but Matthew just shook that second reef out, and now we're back under a full main staysail. Staysail there, and the 140 here. We have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen on the weather. The first couple of nights we had a little bit of squally nights there, some rainstorms passing by, but the moon's getting more full now as well. You know, we're probably 4 days away from a full moon, so we've got good light for most of the night. So it helps you see the coming clouds and kind of get a little bit better read on the weather. When there's not much moonlight out, when the moon doesn't come up till late, then it's very difficult to tell. You don't really see something until it's on top of you. That's why it's good to be prepared. I think we might have just crossed into about 28 degrees latitude, and we're still pretty far west. I think we're around 160, 161, something like that. Right now our heading's about 45 degrees. We're heading a little more east than I'd like, but that's just the way the weather is right now. We can't make too much northing at the moment, and again, other side of the high pressure system, we're hoping we'll catch a little bit of westerlies, even if they're light, until we get up to around about latitude 30. So 2 more degrees north, and that's where I think we're going to start seeing some good weather as we look at those synoptic charts.
The night's sail was smooth, light winds, no seas. Need to make more mileage, so I'd love to get 20 knots or above would be ideal. Now that we're heading north, it's definitely gotten colder, you know. Long sleeve
shirt.
Shook
out the reef this morning.
Yeah. Shook out the reef. Learned a critical tip to be ready on the halyard before you cut the reef lines loose. That way you don't have the sails billowing out in your face. At least on the way that this boat's rigged up.
Later that afternoon, amongst all of the floating plastic debris, we spotted a little treasure, a glass fishing float. Covered in gooseneck barnacles attached to the now synthetic netting, many years ago this float would have been covered with natural fiber netting.
And that's what they used to use as fishing nets before the age of plastic. And they're still around. So that's pretty awesome. We fished it out of the water, we did a little man overboard practice and sailed on back to it. Scooped it up. Bottom's covered in gooseneck barnacles, but really cool find. I'm so excited. Dinner time.
What are you making?
We have rice. I have some beans cooked up that Ty did in the pressure cooker, and then I cooked them up with some chilies and spices, some Portuguese sausage, and then we have a mango salsa way over there. It's going to be a chilly night. Nights have been getting colder and colder every night. Beautiful weather though. That's the good thing about the high pressure system. We've had some really nice, beautiful sunny days, despite the lack of wind.
Well, this is the weather we have had now, basically for the whole 7 days since we left. This is day 8 actually that we're into.
Yeah.
Halfway through, or a quarter of the way through. I think the first day or two we did have some squalls and a couple of little fronts passed by, a little bit of rain. But wow, it has just been getting more and more fine and clear out, less clouds, a few on the horizon. The moon, which is somewhere up there if you can see it, is probably a few days away from being full. And as Hillary was just noting, that probably means we'll be getting into the Seattle area somewhere around a new moon, which will be nice and dark along with the fog we'll probably get. And we're hoping to see a bit of change in this weather actually. We would, as much as we probably won't enjoy the rough weather, we would enjoy rough weather because it'll give us a bit of wind to get where we want to go. Our mileage has been ridiculous right now. I think we've done not even 600 miles in 7 days. So very low, much lower than what Varuna would make even. Although she does do pretty good considering we've been in 6 knots of breeze.
Yeah.
Close hauled in 6 knots and still
For a big boat.
So that's pretty good news.
What's going on back here?
Oh, just getting cleaned up.
Bath day?
People were complaining I was getting a little stinky, so
Nice.
wash a few clothes and get a little cleaned up.
It's good sunshine for that.
Beautiful weather for it. Water's real clear, and the boat's motoring, so not heeled over.
How do you feel about motoring?
Getting pretty good at it these last couple of days. Pray for some wind for us.
Yeah.
We'll get it soon enough. We'll be wishing for these days, I imagine.
With the calm weather and no head sails out, it was the perfect time to take a look at one of our primary winches, which had been giving us some trouble. We broke out the tools and Ty got to work disassembling it, taking photos along the way to make sure that we would be able to reassemble it.
Just feels really sticky in here, so it just needs to be re-greased and degreased. You can hear me over the blower. That's the engine blower. She's keeping out dissipating some of the heat fumes from the engine room. This winch has been sticking a little bit on the low gear, and so we're just trying to open it up. It's a lot bigger than anything we've dealt with before. Extremely gunky inside. There's a very thick grease on here. I would say probably too much grease. Normally you want very little grease on here. And some of it's just actually solidified, and there's these like hard chunks in there of grease. Just trying to take it slow, since we don't know this one. We don't want to lose parts or forget how to put it back together again. Working with our fuel transfer pump yesterday, we drained a bit of diesel into this bucket, which is coming in handy today to degrease all this crap.
Once all of the parts and pieces had been degreased, Ty re-greased them lightly and managed to get it all put back together.
How was the middle of the night shift?
Middle of the night was a little bit hectic. I've heard that passages are a combination of boring, exhilarating, and terriful. And I would say this was the terror part of it. At least for me, as a rookie sailor, that was pretty scary. I got the adrenaline pumping, and after I got off the helm, I just promptly fell asleep.
Last night was nice, not as many waves. It was a smoother ride, but we had a little too much sail area out, so it was more difficult because of that. But the waves were not a big problem.
So we ended up doing a few sail changes overnight. What did we start with? We started with a reef in the main, I think.
That's the first thing we put in.
Went with the reef with the main, and then we also took down the staysail and went with the 140. Early this morning we swapped that out. We put the staysail back up to kind of blanket it while we took the 140 down, and then we put the working jib, like the 100%, 90% are up. Is that where we're at right now, right? And now the sun's coming out. It's actually looking a little bit of nice weather coming our way. There's a very large system, still a good probably 800 miles away from us, the center of it. That should drift northeast of us. We're still probably not going to come within a couple of 100 miles of the bottom of that system, but we're getting the remnants of it here anyway on this high pressure ridge.
That's all for this time. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, take a moment to share it with a friend, and be sure you're subscribed so you get notified of our next installment in the adventure. Until next time, adios and aloha.
Conditions out yonder are bad. They're bad out here. Choppy with 20-foot waves and fish this big.
Only that big?
I feel like this is part
Only
of
that
your...
big.